Hi there, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 18th of August, with Jupiter and Venus right at the top of your situation in your solar midheaven and combining in the first half of this week. On the face of it, there is a real opportunity to impress those in the know. And these decision makers can be particularly persuaded by your creativity, which can be running awesomely high as Mercury is opposed by Neptune. But there's a tipping point between being really full of great ideas and having a real fluidness around these, between actually presenting things that they feel are credible and workable, or feel that you are. And in the second half of this week, Venus starts to get into a rather tricky right angle with both Mars and Saturn, which themselves start to combine in your sign. Now, if we think back over the last couple of years, as Saturn has been making its way through Scorpio, there have been times when certain elements of your situation have come to a close, or there have been difficulties, restrictions, obstacles. It's been a hugely frustrating time, but also a time when you've been able to clear away a lot of rubble and debris from your situation which is no longer relevant to the person you truly are. So hopefully you've been able to simplify your life and focus on the things that really count. Now that Mars joins up with Saturn, this gives you a lot more propulsion. Remember, Saturn's about structure, whereas Mars is about neat energy, desire, impulse. And Mars is going to push you to make changes, to be much more direct in your approach. And it can be a very positive combination. If you are hoping to start something at this time, your willpower to achieve your goals can be absolutely incredible. The downside is this particular aspect can see us becoming a little bit overwhelmed by frustration if things don't go to plan. And as Venus squares up with both of them, it may seem that despite your best efforts, charm and diplomacy, someone just seems absolutely determined not to give you the answers or the feedback that you want. But this is where you have to really show the maximum amount of self-control, because the Sun moves into Virgo on Friday, and one day outside the scope of this forecast on Monday, there's a stunning new moon in your sector of high hopes. So if you can just keep the faith and not take any rejections or knockbacks too personally, by the very end of this week, I think you're going to see that things really are coming round for you. And it is going to be a time when you can use your network of friends and reach out and communicate with people in a way that other people will find that is credible. And if it does seem that someone's been awkward or difficult with you earlier in the week, you need to try and get it into context and see that as just being an irritation. There's a big picture shaping up, and that's the one that you need to be focusing on. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck, and goodbye for now.